As your kids head to the pools and the lakes this summer, there's a deadly danger that we all need to know about. Drowning claims 11 lives daily, and it can happen in as little as 30 seconds, according to the Red Cross. It can also be completely silent. Lieutenant Jay Lindahl, leader of LCFD's water rescue team, is here on this Mindful Monday with some tips for us all. Good morning. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yes, this is definitely a very important conversation. So why is drowning called the silent killer?
Yeah, so the silent killer, we get water in our airway when a drowning starts, and it makes it hard to yell for help.
Right.
And also our body starts to have a reaction to that cold water typically, and it makes it hard to shout for help. So hence silent killer.
Okay.
Also, someone's in the water, they're starting to tread water. So it makes it hard to even get their arms up. So these things can happen quick without anyone noticing.
Okay, and then you think about pools, lakes, boats, those are all loud places too, right? So
Yeah.
I'm sure that kind of goes into not being able to hear. Is there one biggest mistake or maybe biggest mistakes that you see parents making around water?
Yeah, so 80% of drownings happen with a parent present.
Wow.
So it's a good opportunity if your child's in the water, whether it's at a pool or a beach or on the river, we need to be present. So put the phone down for a little while, really focus on that. Try to have multiple people focused on it, as many eyes as possible. So
Okay.
yeah, that's a big mistake people make is,
Yeah.
you know, it's easy just to check something quick and it happens that fast.
We get so used to always checking the phone too,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so definitely something to be mindful of for sure. We also know that nearly half of drowning deaths are infants and toddlers. Those can be the hardest to keep up with. I have a 2-year-old, he never stops moving. So what should us parents of these littles who are just on the go, so chaotic all the time, what can we do to keep them safe?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a couple little ones and they fly
It's
around.
hard, yeah.
So as you said, 11 drownings per day, so 4,000 per year. It's the leading cause in deaths in children under 4.
Yeah.
So some things we can do. If you have a pool, let's make sure our kids have a barrier around it so they can't get too close. And then as far as pools, beaches, or rivers, swim lessons. It's a very easy thing to get your children enrolled in so they have the skills to help themselves. And under 50% of people in the general population have never taken swim lessons. So it's something really easy we can do for our children. Another thing is a PFD that fits. So I have an infant one here.
Okay.
And something to remember with it is we have a strap that goes between their legs because
Yeah.
it's really easy for these to slide right off an infant when they get on. So we need to make sure they're fitted appropriately and they're U.S. Coast Guard approved.
Okay.
And that we have the straps on all correctly.
Yeah, make sure you're using that, right? I
Yeah.
see a lot of kids with those kind of just hanging.
They're just
so,
hanging, right?
Yeah,
And then a lot of people want to use like arm floaties.
right.
It's not Coast Guard approved. And the other thing is it really hinders that kid because it brings their arms up and now they're having a harder time trying to swim in the water.
Okay.
And it keeps them upright instead of having to be able to get forward to swim correctly. So
Okay.
sometimes those are a false sense of security.
Yes, and we do hear that sometimes they maybe only have one on and they hop in and they think
Yeah.
they're safe. So this is kind of the life jacket is more of what's recommended.
We want to get them swim lessons and really comfortable in that water, but if we're going to be on the beach or river where all of a sudden water conditions are a factor too besides a pool, this is a great tool to have on your kids.
Get them in there. Okay, great. And so what should parents do if a child does go under? We know time is so limited. What's the first thing we should do?
Yeah, don't delay calling 911.
Okay.
Hopefully there's someone else there that you can say, call 911. My
Okay.
child's having an emergency or they're drowning, right? But I'm not going to tell you to stand by. The things we teach are reach, throw, row, go. So,
Okay.
you know, if we're at a pool, as you can see here, we have a reach pole. It extends. That might be a really good tool in a pool that can reach across the whole thing. But now we get to a beach or the river on a boat and we have current. So a throw bag might be a really good tool. We can
Okay.
throw this out to them. Another thing we could throw is an extra life jacket, just
Okay.
flotation that they can grab onto. And the last thing we can do is go help them. But if we're going to do that, we want to make sure you're confident in yourself and your skills because we don't want
Right.
2 people to be in trouble. Now, I'm never going to tell a parent not to go help their kid, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, we want to be confident and make sure you have a PFD on before you try to go help your child or
Okay.
help another. So, but again, don't delay calling 911. I'm here with La Crosse Fire Department. We have 14 people ready to respond on that specific call.
Okay.
So we're
good
ready
know.
to go.
And even if you shout it, if you're in a public place, I'm sure someone will call it.
Someone will call it, and then we have a lot of tools and training to come assist with that.
Okay, and we so
Emergency.
appreciate that service to the community. So thank you so much for being here again
Yeah.
with us. Nice
Yeah,
to see
thank
you.
you.
Stay with us. We're back right after this.